Okay, starting now.
Sorry, I
no, it's okay.
thought...
This is longer than I remember it being. That's the other thing that'll be
Yeah.
interesting, comparing the length of these, because I felt like in the second half, some of them were really short, and this feels a lot more substantial than some of the later ones. All right, well, let's talk to Rox. Who is Rox?
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too.
This scary Sylvari.
Do your kitty voice, Squiggles. Kitty voice.
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too.
How is that a kitty voice?
I was more talking about his, like, kitty voice that he did earlier.
Oh, do it like that.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too.
This scary Sylvari was Scarlet. Pooh.
Exactly. But are we sure?
Well, what else could
Dad
it be?
meows at the end.
It all... What else could Meow it be? It all Meow adds up.
Meow, so what do we want to do about it? Meow, the door's got to be trapped. Meow, meow, snarf.
Meow, proceed with caution, Meow.
Snarf, snarf.
What are we waiting for? We're all sure it's Scarlet who was in here. Did you hear that char by the well?
I heard, but we Meow to be careful. Meow could be trapped.
You stand back. I'll break it down.
Meow, Bram, not so fast.
What does Rox say, besides meow?
She thinks, and I agree, that we Meow to get in there. Safely.
It's not like, you're standing right next to each other, so yeah. Okay.
Seriously, we don't have a key. I say bust it down. I'll have Scruffy do it if you don't. It's got to be one of her lairs.
So we're all in agreement. Stay in your golem. The door may be trapped.
I'm just going to go over here.
The crackle of magic.
Behind the human.
The crackle of magic creates a steady hum around this door. It's locked, and the threat is clear. This set of blue... What? I just... Oh! Alright, I'm good. We're good. I got it. Ooh. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the guildiest manager of them all?
Is it really Scarlet's room? What?
You have no reflection. You're a vampire.
Why doesn't Timey have the crippled debuff on her?
Scruffy, come.
That's
stand
wrong.
guard. Come on, Bram, get in here.
I love Timey, though.
Oh, she's awesome. She's the whole reason
tiny.
for the living story.
Looks like the villagers were right. Scarlet was here. Looks like the villagers were
Dust
right.
in here is thick.
Scarlet was here.
And these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time. Look, look, look! This is a historical find!
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This... Oh, and that! Great Clark!
Language.
Sorry. I didn't know you spoke Eton.
Open some of these crates. One good whack with my mace and...
No, no, no! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, no! Are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I found something interesting over here. Come and see.
Hello, Casimir.
What is it, Cass? Who is our...
At least now we know
And then
she
tell
got
me what you think.
inspiration for that weird
Okay.
hairdo.
The Nature of Dragons by Ogden Stonehealer. Or should I say, The Nature of Dragons? Yes,
Dragons
dragons...
of nature.
Oops. I can read. I'm cutting that out. Or should I say, dragons of nature. Yes, dragons have long been thought to be as much a part of Tyria as the sun, moon, land, and seas. Shush over there. God, Rox. Get
She's
some
sneezing.
frickin'
She can't help it.
Benadryl. Jesus Christ. No one, not even the dwarves, know how long they have been down here. The Jotun and the Norn both have lingering stories passed down through the generations about the last rise of the dragons. Most scholars give these tales little credit, unfortunately, as so much time has passed. It was over 10,000 years ago that the dragons last returned to their slumber. The very existence of these tales, however, indicates the dragons have awakened at least twice in history. Ancient documents, found now in the Dermond Priory's collection, reveal accounts passed down by other races, such as the powerful seers, and even the human gods themselves.
Isn't this fascinating? We hear dragon stories all our lives, but they're usually fairy tales or stories intended to keep young children from misbehaving. I never thought of them as part of nature.
They are ancient elder dragons, after all.
If this is any indication, Scarlet's research into the dragons started early. I wonder what it was that attracted her to studying them.
Well, their power, perhaps. It seems to be a theme with her. She is a total top.
Yes, you're probably right. But she wanted knowledge too. Answers to life's biggest questions. She seems to have recognized early on that the dragons were part of something more.
Something universal, yes.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
Looking at this drawing, tell me what you think of it.
Okay. It looks like a gill. It looks like my back. It looks like a green star. This hand-drawn image is more symbolic than literal. It shows the world as a machine with various moving parts. The pale tree sits at its heart. Okay.
Though crude, it's strangely beautiful. Don't you agree? Do you think Scarlet made it?
Maybe. It looks like it represents Tyria.
Tyria, Viura Silvari. The pale tree is at the center. Didn't I hear that Scarlet strangled the pale tree in some vision she had?
You might have heard that if you checked on the website, but it was only available there, so you'll have to go back and catch up if you really want to see that. It's not in-game anywhere. She definitely had a love-hate relationship with the pale tree. Jesus Christ, Rox. Benadryl.
She had to have always been evil.
She's a cat, and she's allergic to herself.
What about the branded they did?
So sad.
Corrupted.
Good point. My fur is crawling.
Hey,
Let's get out of
catch it
here.
with that tail.
Yeah, well, so now you've got fleas.
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please, Timey.
Timey, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
I see.
You're not even looking!
Uh-huh. Timey. Chill out.
Did you see it? Did you see it? It's Steam Minotaur.
Yeah, I see.
The excitement is overwhelming.
It's a partially disassembled Steam Minotaur.
Well, I have to admit I'm a bit disappointed. The steam creature is crude at best. Look at the way its gears are seated, and the primitive configuration of its mecha-magical structure.
Yep, I see that. You must remember that this was her early work.
But I was making golems like this when I was a toddler.
Oh, she's Silvari. We are Asura. There are inherent differences, you know.
I suppose. She gets some credit because she never was a toddler.
Oh, very astute of you.
No one's ever going to be able to decipher Scarlet's chicken scratchings.
Whenever I eat too many beans, I get lots of astutes.
What is all this absurd googling new game?
But,
These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure
I broke
what they
Gil.
mean
I broke Gil.
either.
Loki, I don't
Meow,
like
Meow,
you.
this looks like it was her diary. Take a look and tell me what you think, Meow.
Meow. Dear Diary, writing longhand is for the birds. I've discovered a device of Asuran origin that would allow me to record my journal from this point forward. Do not think that I am ungrateful to you, but I must continue to evolve at every moment. The future awaits us all, and I plan to be amazing when it comes. This will be my last entry in it as an ink-splattering student. Starting tomorrow, I am a researcher, an engineer, and a visionary. I confess to a mixture of fear and excitement. I believe I've found one of these mythical ley lines, and if I can study it, well, my understanding of Tyrion's inner workings will increase in leaps and bounds. Who knows what the future will hold? Nope. Yep.
Meow, it's never been very magic-minded, and both Omad and Scarlet were crazy. To think that you could see the whole of the world in one moment, meow, it's ridiculous, meow, meow.
Perhaps it's true, the meow is a powerful tool.
Meow, yeah, and some people don't use their meows enough. Wishful thinking, meow, meow, won't get you to the trough, meow.
Yeah?
I think it's time to go. I've got more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia.
I agree with Bram.
You really... Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a village. She's got a golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
It's not like they lie to us with their dying breath or anything.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
Yep, let's leave the child here alone.
Shoo, meow.
Yep. Nothing here looks dangerous or troubling at
Tiny,
all.
Stay out of trouble. We'll be back soon.
Hi, Tiny.
Loki, over here.
What?
Oh, never mind. Hang on a second. There's mention here of a miner who found a ley line hub that Scarlet was looking for. I wonder if she's still here. Maybe you could go see? She's a Norn named Tosca.
What are you gonna do?
I'm staying here. Do you realize the historical significance of this find? Not to mention the salvage rights. I'll be writing papers, treatises, and dissertations on this until I'm 80.
I'd stay and be a co-author, but I have more pressing matters.
Well, I'm disappointed not to have any names such as your tied to my research. I'm confident that I can handle this on my own.
You may, of course, seek my guidance at any point.
I appreciate the offer. Although you haven't advanced your research since winning the SNAF prize, I'm sure you could have much to offer me.
Suck my balls, bitch.
Be nice to Timey.
That was a bit catty, I think.
Look, you still have to say something.
So what do you think Scarlet was doing out here?
My skeleton believes that she found a ley line hub somewhere in this area. All the evidence points to it. I'm quite sure she was performing research at it and on it. It's so exciting.
I hope we find it.
Scruffy, I need my supplies.
Hey, you have to come over here. Interact with this thing.
Oh, look!
Hollow magic is amazing. I'll use it to record my life. my failures and my successes. Scholars of the future will study them. Are you out there, scholars?
Oh, yeah! I'm here, Scarlet. I'm here.
I mean, this does get a little creepy, right?
My black market dredge contacts continue
Little
to
bit.
prove useful.
Yeah, bit.
For a little gold, they sell me their scrap iron so I can build my steam minotaurs. I've landed a lab assistant position with OMAD, an intelligent but overly gentle Asura. I should be able to wrap him round my little
Can
finger.
it be? My goodness.
Today I'm 16 cycles old, and to celebrate, I've been testing my first steam portal with steam minotaurs. The last batch actually made it in one piece. I noted the tiniest hint of intelligence in a steam brain today as it studied one of the portals. Fascinating. 1 in 3 steam creatures is being destroyed by my portals.
So that's
I
how
must
it
find a
works.
solution. I have not yet had the courage to travel through one of my portals myself. I need to strengthen the form resonator first. I may have created a new sentient being. My steam brains are mimicking my building techniques, designing their own version of the steam portal. It's thrilling. I finally moved beyond steam to aether, and I made my first leap through a portal. Omad agrees that I'm ready for the mind-opening device. Tomorrow is the day. I saw it all. I saw the eternal alchemy.
You.
I killed Omad, my mentor. I am no one's lab rat. The ley line hub is real. I found it, and I'm making preparations to study it. I've purchased a room in Prosperity with some of Omad's gold. The steam brains have shown ingenuity. When threatened, they build steam minotaurs from whatever materials they can find. I've used a portal to send most of my steam creature prototypes into Lorna's Pass and Brisbane Wildlands. I no longer need them.
Alrighty then. Let's go find Tosca?
Yes,
She's in Demine. When this came out, one of my favorite things was like a huge number of people constantly asking, "Where's Tosca? Where's Tosca?" And it was like, have you tried looking in the mine? I think maybe she didn't have the green star when it first came out.
No, she didn't have the green star when it first came out, so I recognized asking.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you're looking for Miner Tosca. Have you looked in the mine?
No. Why would I do that? That's only logical.
You lost. No, I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I have questions about the Leyline hub. You found her. That's what that strange Sylvari female called the pocket of magical energy I tapped when I was digging out in the waste beyond town. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Well, maybe, but I'd still like to know the story. I was mining copper and broke through into an inner chamber in the rock. Suddenly, a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper, too dangerous, but changed the direction of our digging. Did you tell the Sylvari woman about this? Yes, and you should have seen her light up. It was as if Tix and Tox delivering a special toy just for her. So where was this pocket of magical energy? Out west of town, but that tunnel caved in just after I told the Sylvari what we'd found. I had always suspected she collapsed it and dug her own way in. You should find her and ask her about it. Can't. She's dead.
Yep. I'd already found her.
Accelerate!
Complete! Alright, so what'd you guys think? So Skaldir, this was your first Living Story episode, right? Because you haven't played the newer ones.
Correct.
So what do you think? Like, it's a little bit of extra story on the end?
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of extra story, a little bit more information about the world. So, yeah, I like it.
Cool, cool. Well, we'll keep going, and we'll play through episodes 2, 3, and 4, so we have a full set. And thank you guys, everybody, for playing. Everybody say bye. Bye, good night. Bye.